every week.
Every
They don't
week.
take
And then they
as
don't
long
take
a
summer
hiatus as
breaks.
they do.
Yeah.
They don't.
They take very few breaks over the years compared to
So,
us.
so we really owe a debt of gratitude for them for their longevity. And my understanding is they're going once a month is what is also allowing them to be able to sustain paying their featured readers because they have some grant funding. That's my understanding. So I do miss it. I wasn't able to go every week. Just in fits and starts I can go, but uh, oh my gosh, what they have what they have curated from Not the Time to Be Silent to Lime Square Poets, uh, now approaching, well, they're in their sixth year also, has been really astounding. So just a big shout out to them. And of course, we'll look forward to that once a month now, even with more excitement, because we will want to reconvene with all our friends. So, but it did occur to me that some of you might be coming to Cultivating Voices a little more on a Sunday because of that as well. Of course, we will welcome that. We're the first three Sundays, um, and
Which
hopefully,
is kind of looking like is a nice companion to them because I think they're going to do theirs the last Thursday of each month. So that
yeah,
spreads it out a little.
right, right.
Yeah.
So there's not a little vacuum, really.
Well, and there are plenty of other online groups. I mean,
Yes,
Calling All Poets is fantastic out of New York, and
absolutely.
Wednesday Night Poetry functions
Wednesday
as
night poetry.
a
Yeah.
limited online mic, I believe, at the live events. There's some limited online participation still for
Yeah,
people
out
not in
of
the Arkansas area. And gosh, what else? There's
Well, I like this isn't necessarily a consistent series, but I love what Diane Frank does out in San Francisco, Blue Light at the gallery. I love those online
I
readings.
think that Redheaded Stepchild, which is Malika Albrecht,
Oh,
wonderful poet,
fantastic.
sister poet, now in the east coast of Virginia. I think once a month she's going to be doing short featured readings followed by open mics, and that's over Zoom. And you can find that on Facebook under Redheaded Stepchild.
Beautiful
Um,
series. Very
she's
beautiful
such a
series.
wonderful, kind, generous host and a terrific poet.
And of course, all the presses, many journals are still doing their launches and their special readings. I'm thinking out in the Pacific
Sure, I can
Northwest.
type some of those names in. Okay, Lime
Oh,
Square
very nice.
Poets is the one we're referring to. These are all Facebook pages that you can simply copy and paste into a search engine. Some of them have websites as well. Calling All Poets. How about the East West Bicoastal? Are you guys still going?
Oh yeah, this is our last year. We're every other month, so our next reading is coming up in March. I believe it's Saturday, March 14th. Um, yep. It's our last year though. Uh
Well-Versed Words is a wonderful series. It's How I Met Rose.
oh yes, I did love that. I
Um,
did love that day.
Allison
I did
Hurwitz,
love that day.
fantastic lyrical poet and an absolutely ethereal host. Gracious, gentle, warm,
Ethereal
welcoming,
host.
creates a
Perfect.
very intimate space. That's also once a month. It is very close up to our programs. I want to say it's like the third Sunday of the month, and it's in the early evening, like maybe 5 o'clock start or something like that. Is that right, Rose? Something like that?
I sometimes have a problem because of the time difference.
Yeah.
Because when it's 5 o'clock Pacific, it's 8 o'clock in Lima,
Yeah,
and
Sunday
that begins
5:30. Yeah.
often to be a bit too late for me. So I always have to juggle the time. Sometimes it's lunchtime and I'm cooking. So
You know, I mean, poetry can only nourish us so much. So
but
if you're just arriving, yeah, Malika's on Thursday nights, and I think she has recently gone to once a month, but that information would be on the Facebook page.
yeah.
Um,
Another
if
great
you've just
host. Another
arrived,
great
you're very
host.
welcome. We're continuing to take names on the waiting list for today's wild card. We're about 4 minutes ahead of program time, Sandy. So um, I will drop out of the chit chat and look for names carefully. And everybody have a wonderful time. Looking forward to hearing you today.
Thank you so much, Kim Ports
Thank you, Kim.
Parsons, Don Krieger. We can't do it without them, of course,
No.
and without all of you. So we are just a few minutes before getting started for our February open mic, the wild card open mic for February. And Kim is still taking names for we are to our waiting list, which will be one poem when we get there, up until our 90-minute time frame today. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to go into bonus time today with all of you. I've got a appointment right after that I have to attend to. So we will just go right to the 90 minutes. We'll get in as many folks as we can. I'll keep my remarks short at the beginning. I'll keep my remarks short during. I get sometimes very, very overwhelmed in the best possible way by the poetry, but I will do my best to restrain myself to make sure we have as much time for all of you as possible. If you are one of our readers, our featured readers, 12 featured readers, it is up to 5 minutes, as we like to say, because if if you read a couple poems and you have a little time left over, that's seeding time to possibly get another reader in off that waiting list. So we, of course, love to hear as many poets and poems as possible. And we're just very grateful that you're here today on this Sunday afternoon out here in in New England in the East United States. And we've broken that cold snap that you've probably been hearing about all around the world. We've had quite a cold, quite an old-fashioned winter, as my mom likes to say. Really hearkening back to what it used to be like when I was a kid, when it would just be really bone-chilling cold, snow all the time. And but the snow is starting to melt a little bit. We had over a foot of snow a couple weeks ago, and it didn't go anywhere because of that cold. But starting to get a little thaw. So, uh, good day, for poetry. Of course, I think any season is good for poetry. I think any Sunday is good for poetry. We are heading into. We're heading into just a couple minutes to go before we start, and we are still taking names for that waiting list. And Kim will be putting in it. A reminder, folks, to keep the program moving today, to get as many people in. I will just be announcing the 3 people at a time, and that will get things moving along a little faster, and are just to get us even going, just as we're just literally a minute away. Our first 3 readers are going to be Ken, Joanne, and Jeff. Just so you know, you're the first 3 up. You come on without my introduction. I'm going 3 by threes. So please be ready to come on without, if you're a person that's one of those folks that is not that first person in the triplet, please be ready to just come on. You're not going to be waiting for me to announce you. And every now and then I make a little glitch, and I jump ahead a little bit with these. But rest assured, we want to hear your voice, and we are very happy that you're all here. And with that, I'm going to ask. Thank you. Well, good afternoon, good evening, bienvenidos, one and all. You have joined us here today for Cultivating Voices live poetry. And if it's the 3rd Sunday, it's what we affectionately call our wild card open mic, where all of our poets here on the open mic are the features. We'll be hearing first from 12 poets who are our featured poets for today, and we'll get in as many other voices as we can from our waiting list, which will be 1 poem apiece. up to our 90 minutes for the program. We're so very happy that you've all chosen to spend part of your day, evening. For some people, it's the next day. As I like to say, it's already the future. Here on Cultivating Voices Live Poetry, I'm your host, Sandy Yannone. And before we move to today's program, I want to just give a huge, huge shout out to our fabulous quartet from last week. If you were not with us in the Zoom room or have not had an opportunity to catch up yet with the recordings, do so. It was a blockbuster of a reading, really following along the lines of our Poets Focus at the beginning of the month was on the word history. History, her story, their story. But our 4 featured poets last week, Afric McGlinchey, Debbie Gilbert, Raul Sanchez, and Gary Copeland Lilly, did as much to uplift and amplify that theme in their exquisite, exquisite work. So please do avail yourself of those recordings. That's why we're there. And that is why Don Krieger so devotedly puts our recordings up for everyone on our YouTube, on Facebook. Be looking for those. And also, it's never too late to purchase books from the poets. So if you're watching a recording and you are like, oh my gosh, I love that poet's work, make a little notation. You can always go back to our Facebook page and check out where Kim has put links to the presses. And if you're really stymied about where to get that person's book and you don't feel like Googling and looking it up, you can send me a quick email. You can send me a quick email or a little quick message. I'll help you out because we really do want to support the poets in getting really great poetry into your hands, into your lives, and amplifying all our voices there. Well, on that note, I want to just say we're going to hear from some. I'm looking at the list today. Tremendous dozen of poets today that we're going to hear from, and then we're going to be into the bonus with the waiting list. Look, it's shaping up to be a very wonderful reading today, and I'm going to announce just the first 3 readers. As I say, minimal interruptions to the degree that's possible for somebody like me. I'll be announcing each of the 3 readers, 3 by 3, and they'll come on. They'll each come on. And readers today, just a couple reminders, and for our listening audience as well, the chat here in Zoom is live, so please do use it respectfully and enthusiastically to show your appreciation for the readers today. And readers, feel free to follow up your reading with any links to your presses and any collections that you're reading from, as well as any readings that you're hosting or reading in. Feel free to encourage folks to follow you in that way. And finally, for our readers, if your material today would be of benefit to our listeners by having a content notice, and I do feel like we're pretty well versed on what kinds of topics likely need content notices. Please do provide that as you are preparing to read so that a person can responsibly make a decision about what is going to be in the best interest of their self-care, which, if it's in the best interest of their self-care, it's in the best interest of all of our self-care. So thank you very much. And with that, let's turn to our fabulous array of readers for today. Our first 3 up are Ken Burch, Joanne James, Jeff Kaliss. Just all happen to be out there in the West, and I hope it's going well today. Thank you so much for being here.
Okay. So Here, this is a poem in one of my things I do is kind of a Senro cycle, and as I do these, sort of playing with the idea of adjusting the structure a bit, sort of a meditation poem. Where then will this go? How does it end if it ends? What of us remains? Of us, what remains? When it goes, if it goes, then off the rails, on the rails or off the rails or on. And at which depot unknown are we to debark? To debark, are we? And if so, is the platform yet still in one piece? In one piece still yet? To town, city, each calls home, or to rubbled streets, or rebuilding verses sung by reconstructing choirs, reconstructing demolitions would be feast laid out on the plate laid out to be consumed, digested, passed as steel shells passed, or what must that ultimately be? No other way then? No other way. Or will the platform lead us towards what could still be, towards still what could be, what might then be made somehow when this bleak age ends? This bleak age ends when? Somehow, someday, as it must, if we are to live if we are woman, trans, non-binary, man in our fullest truths, in truths our fullest, not in wanton fear and shame. Go then where then will this go? How does it end if it ends? What of us remains? Thank you.
Hi, I'm glad to see everyone. Ken, that poem made me decide. I have a poem and I have a short PSA, and I'm going to read the PSA first. I attended, maybe somebody else was there from here, a Zoom from Crowdcast. They did it's Resist and Reimagine. People from Minnesota were talking about fighting authoritarianism. And I wrote some pieces down that stuck out for me. And the whole message was we build progress. We have to prepare. 1, know your neighbors. Start now while you can still leave your homes. 2, build teams of people. What is in your sphere of influence? What can you control? 3, overwhelming how often we have been facing horrible adversity. 4, people get tired. Let others know it's okay to take a break. The only way to stay clear-minded. And 5, you have to remember, we are not in peacetime. Discipline and priorities have changed. So I thought I'd read a lighter poem. It's called Penny Candy. I'm at the penny candy counters of my Bear Road childhood, my Auburn birthplace, where Aunt Mary's on Mary Street was run by a mean woman who hated children. But we were oblivious. We needed our fix. Lined up for the abuse and walked out with maybe 2 nickels worth of candy. On Bear Road, where I lived, we had the little store run by Floyd and Madeline. Floyd hated us, but Madeline wouldn't let him wait on us. All the candy behind glass in a locked cabinet. We each had our litany. 1 licorice wheel, 2 lemon heads, 3 Tootsie Rolls. No, 2 Tootsie Rolls and a Mallow cup. Madeline was a drinker. She despised the little store, but she stayed there while we grew up. When we never went back, she disappeared. Did they bury her out back? Did Floyd's lungs give out? Somebody opened a garish beauty shop where the little store used to be. This is the true mythology of penny candy stores, alcoholics, and nervous breakdowns on Bear Road. Our next door neighbor, Mary Ann Hayes, had a stuffed caiman with glass green eyes. She told me I could touch it, but I got up and ran out of there. When Yoko doesn't finish her food, these are our cats. Boris collects their toys and covers it up. And this is about my birthday present. When there are tariffs on everything, drinking berries from Ireland is a gift. Thank you.
Sandy, I don't know how much you're going to be restraining yourself. You may have a reaction, a connection to this poem. And there's a definite connection to Lime Square because this poem was, as some of you might recall, created from a 5-word challenge, an annual thing with Lime Square. And it's got a bit of music in it, which much of what I write does, and quite a bit of nostalgia, and a look yesterday to Valentine's Day. It's called Fleetwood. Dooby doo dum dum, dum doo dum. Tune your heart into the northeastern knob of this continent, the middle of a cold spell, early in your life, when you were what it was, staying warm, staying live, torrented by icy tides from Labrador, just in time for Valentine's Day, in time for a teenage dance at the casino, in time for a boy, still quick, still new, to claim the key from its hook in the kitchen to a Plymouth Valiant, newer still, though it's dad's, and to drive through how flurries flirt with evening to where she's growing up out in Hull's Cove. The radio sings it for him on his way. I need you so much, wanna feel your warm, warm touch. It sounds like it's girls that get us through the cold of winter and aloneness. This in his mind, and in his nose, stray gas fumes from the slant 6, the come on in his Old Spice cologne. Come softly, darling, come softly, darling. Stopping silent at her place, which glows into the darkness, hydraulics of the climate held in thrall and whitened by the winter. Moonlight gleaming in the hoarfrost on the pickets of her fence. His heart is knocking at her door till he does. It opens to her sweet and sassy greeting. Goodbye to mom and dad. And then she's his Valentine, wrapped up in fairy fashion beside him in the car where they can sing just to each other. I've waited so long, he starts, for your kisses and your love, she follows. And then they go their warmth and joy together, the headlights shining through the falling snow, towards dances and towards memories of dances and songs that linger just as long as love. Dooby-doo, dum-dum, dum-doo-dum. Thank you all for listening, and happy Valentine's Day.
You're right. I'm gonna have a hard time because the Fleetwoods were high school students when they recorded that song "Come Softly to Me," and it was just as American Bandstand was starting. They were from Olympia, Washington. where I lived. And they were one of the first top hits on American Bandstand. I love that song. And I met the woman, one of the singers. She came to one of my yard sales. I'll tell the story very quickly, Kim, I promise, because it's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable story. This woman comes to my yard sale in Olympia and says, "Do you have any 45s?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've got some 45s. They're over there. You know, I'm selling for like a quarter a piece." She comes up and she comes up and she's like, and she has one. And she says, "I sang on this record." What were the chances that a person that sang on the record comes to the yard sale? We had an amazing conversation. That's the story of the Fleetwoods. That's enough. If you want to know more, reach out to me. And but next we're gonna go. Next we're gonna go to Eelke Lampe. I know, isn't it a great story, Eelke? It's incredible. David Beckom and Glenda Cimino. Thank you all for indulging me, and thank you, Jeff Kaliss. That hearing the Fleetwoods, whether in a poem or the record itself, always warms my heart. You warm my heart today, my friend. Oh, we'll have you unmute. We'll have you unmute, Eelke. Yep, yep.
Hi, guys. Yes, good to
Oh,
go.
No,
oh,
now,
oh,
okay.
Eelke's up, and then David.
All right.
And there's an envelope for someone there, Miss Sandy.
There you go. Got it. Okay.
Listen,
All
Jeff,
right.
thank you for that.
Oh wait,
Because
we jumped the line a little bit.
oh,
Eelke's
did I thought?
Yeah.
yep, and then
I'm
David.
sorry.
No
Okay.
worries.
Great story.
Sorry.
I have fond memories of 45s. Also, I'm zooming in from the Pacific Northwest. I'm on the porch here today. I'm going to share one poem that I wrote recently. Airwaves. 50-degree Fahrenheit, 10 Celsius in late January. Premonition of spring. Owls call and response. Ooh, 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 ooh. Way too soon. Now, in the early afternoon. Are they courting already? A different bird feels called to join the conversation, and even the mutt downhill speaks up. All owls fall silent for now. The gutter spout allows the remaining rain drops drop. Drop by drop by drop by drop. So fast, so regular, like the ticking, ticking, ticking of an old-fashioned clock, yet faster than seconds. It feels as if time is trying to run away from our current dilemmas that we witness day by day by day by day, night by night, night by night, brought through the airwaves into our fragile homes. Thank you.
Sorry about that, and thank you. I did good this time, Sandy. I wasn't late. Well, listen, I'm going to go back with Jeff, and most of my poetry doesn't need any explanation, but this one is a little bit more sensitive, so I want to just talk about it. It's in reference to my synopsis of my book. Is Shakespeare's "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. Of those 7 ages, I started my book with the infant, and then I go to the child. But then it's the lover. Shakespeare, back in the 15th century, understands the importance of sexuality in human nature. So this poem deals with sexuality. As I said, I wrote about life spectrums of complex and challenging emotions, which act as bridges through life's journey. This talks about love, like Jeff was talking about for Valentine's Day. But This is an adult subject, so if you want to click, this is the time. Because you can't have love without losing your virginity. And when I lost mine, I was 18, she was older. I guess I lasted as long as microwave popcorn, but I was happy and she didn't mind. I think she expected it. But as I got older in life, when I had the opportunity to meet a virgin, we'll say, and it was my responsibility, the worst thing I wanted as a lover for her to say that was she had regrets or that she looked back of it and didn't have fond memories. So this is called One Night. Rocking chair rock. I don't ask why, but I do care. After you left, I thought and stared at strangled sheets at the foot of my bed, at pillows still warm from holding your head. I stare at empty bottles of wine that we did taste, now hold a candle's warm glow, illuminating this space and all that took place. On my shoulder, you left me a hair. The scent of your body perfumes the air, alone with you. When you are not here, how do I see you as I sit in my chair? Black grows your hair, both thick and soft, hiding your treasure like a rock warmed by moss. Brown are your eyes like I've never seen blinking. I yawn, dark goes the screen. Morning light cuts the air, sun washes me. A hair in hand, my hand holds hair, you were here. With a smile, I look down at skin smooth and brown. I smell you on my lips, my chest, my fingertips on my pillow with every breath. I know I must shower, but not yet. My beating heart led the way when you asked me to take your hand and show you my bedroom. Then you told me to go away. Don't be sad or mad, you said. Your name I will call soon. Then come to me. Say the words men say, do the things men do when they find a dream come true, naked in their bed. I see you're naked too. Please sit. Introduce your lust to me. To his desires and demands my body will fulfill. This I do of my free will. In front of your lust, I kneel. Infatuation has no rules of right or wrong, good or bad, just yes or no. Here and now. Tomorrow does not exist, for when it comes, it will be today. When this night is over, I will free you from my skin with the seeds you sow planted deep within. Then, and only then, I'll release my hold on thee, for you are the first to take your place in me. And when you stand and take my hand, I will rise anew. Now kiss me. Whisper in my ear, pull my hair, tell me what to do. Tonight will last for the rest of my life and begins in the arms of you. Thank you, guys.
Right. I think Glenda is next. And yeah.
Okay, just a brief introduction. This may be offensive to some people, so it's going to be about Renee Good. I was very obsessed with what was happening in Minnesota, even though I'm living in Ireland. I left America, but America's still in me. So I was very, very disturbed. I could not write. I could not write. I had to have a poem for our workshop. And I gave it up. I said, okay, I'm totally blocked. Then I woke up at dawn the day before the workshop, which was my last meeting, and I wrote this poem about Renee Good. Okay, because I felt it was so terrible what happened to her. And Trump is mentioned and so on. So if anybody feels bad about that, you can tune me out somehow. Okay, poem for Renee Good. domestic terrorist. It started as a normal Minneapolis winter day, cold but sunny. The couple dropped Renee's 6-year-old son to school. The 2 older children made their own way. The family dog was in the back seat. The school had asked parents to be vigilant, try to protect their neighbors from ICE, the apt acronym for Trump's cold-hearted immigration and customs enforcement. Lawless gangs of ill-trained thugs who attacked their victims like hyenas, and anybody they saw was the enemy. Parents might discreetly write down license plates, film the masked and armed invaders as they smashed car windows, pulled drivers out, beat people, and threw them into vans. They had to arrest a quota to get paid. We don't know where the terrorists were going, perhaps to walk the dog, stop in a coffee shop they liked, or go straight home. But they decided to go by an area where ICE was gathering, which proved fatal. Renee in her car was surrounded by the ICE horde. She was told to get out of the fucking car, but also to drive out of the area. She stayed calm. Her partner in crime had gotten out of the car. Her most offensive comment as she stood by the car, "Are you coming at us? Go get yourself some lunch, boy," was recorded and shown on television. Renee tried to leave the area, moving slowly, letting cars pass as she turned her wheel to go. She spoke her last words from the car, both hands showing, to the agent who in a few minutes would kill her, one hand on his camera, one holding his gun pointed at Renee, shooting her in her car repeatedly, in the head, in the chest. Her last words had been, "I'm not mad at you, man." The ICE thugs following the Gaza protocol taught them by the IDF refused to allow a doctor in the crowd to attend her, letting her bleed out in the car. The agent who killed her walked briskly away, signaling for someone else to call 911. Kristi Noem, head of the Department of Homeland Security, overseeing ICE, rushed to judgment, denouncing Renee, mother, daughter, wife, poet, a domestic terrorist, who would be investigated along with her partner. The experienced agent who shot her was following his training. No call for an investigation there. These agents had immunity, impunity. So what were the dangerous weapons in Renee's car? The glove compartment had children's toys. There were some teddy bears on the seat, now blood-stained. The dog petrified in the back seat. No knives, no guns, no bombs, no paper spray or tear gas like ICE was using. Perhaps they had a whistle. Noem did not say sorry. Her judgment couldn't be wrong. She saw herself as tough, having shot dead 2 innocents, her 14-month-old puppy and the family goat. No doubt she brought up her 3 children to understand the necessity of such acts. Maybe this is just what you get when people believe in and elect a man who claims he wants to stop wars, lower the price of groceries, improve people's lives, and make America great again. But once in power, he does the opposite, rashly attacking all the enemies his paranoia allows him to imagine, including the American people, as he tries to achieve his dream of becoming king of a neo-colonial nation, backwards rather than forwards. White supremacist, misogynist, racist, warlike, great only in certain numbers. The number of people it has hurt, the number suffering sanctions, those suffering false imprisonment without due process, numbers dying in their cells in the land of the free, numbers dying from snipers and bombs in many lands, including its own land, sick under sick leaders. That's that. That's all I'm going to read today.
Thank you so much, Glenda. You know, again, I'm trying to keep my remarks brief today. You know, I've been, because it's Valentine's Day and poetry and all of that, and like, I've been going to some Valentine event kind of things and reading poetry, and I believe every poem is a love poem to something. And even, and our poetry of witness, which is what your poem is also, it's a love poem to humanity. So I really want to, you know, acknowledge, you know, we hear David's beautiful, intimate a poem about intimacy. That's a love poem. And a poem like yours is also a love poem. And Eelke, your poem. Oh, I love those repetitions. That love poem to time. The love poem to time. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you all three very, very much for being here today. Appreciate you all. Well, next. Oh, I love these three coming up. Talk about love. C.R. Candy Green, Marjorie Maddox, and Roger David Smith. Thank you so much for being with us today. And let's hear your poems.
Okay. Hi, coming to you from New Zealand. Hi, where it's early morning, or not so early, getting later. Yeah, Valentine's Day. When I first started writing, I wrote short stories. But when my mother died, my mother wrote poetry. And it was like after that, I couldn't write anything but poetry. It just seemed like life is short, write poetry. So I thought today of, yeah, and I did a memoir for her that I called self-published years ago, but I called it Talking Back because my mother was very quiet. She didn't, I can almost remember on both my hands things that she said. But she, anyway, so I called it Talking Back because I put one of her poems and then my responses on the opposite page. But anyway, I'm going to read two of hers. This one won an award when they moved to Florida, where they both died within 4 weeks of each other. My brother, the monk, said nothing could separate mom and dad. Anyway, raking leaves in November. Armed with rakes, we attacked the gold and crimson glory lying on the ground. Never had the sky been so radiantly alive. The maples had peaked toward fire. All afternoon we raked until the ground lay bare and clean around our feet. The leaves in bags wrapped with twine, there was no escape. Suddenly I shivered as a sullen wind shook the limbs. You said, it's hell growing old. It may have been, it's growing cold. A few leaves, hollow-cheeked and brown, hung from the oak. Caught in the intense light of that brief November sun, they clung. Raising my rake, I struck at the sky. You said, let go. It may have been, looks like snow. Okay. And then she called this one Blossom to my husband, and that was for my dad. And she used James Wright's Suddenly I realized that if I stepped out of my body, I would break into blossom. Okay. While polishing silver, I see nouns dancing like clowns along the filigree. Words kindle, blaze and burn my brain and words kindle, blaze and burn my brain until I'm on fire. Words arouse my senses until I thirst for more. Water tumbling over ancient stones, rounding sharp edges, smoothing them to a soft patina, gray as sky at dusk. I hone a carving knife, sharpen adjectives, give them a keen new life. Later at the table we'll sit, silvery tapers lit. You'll carve a fine roast. Raise your glass to toast the muse who puts my hands to use, inspires me to write. And later that night, we'll step out of our bodies and break into blossom. Oh, that's my mom. I know. Thank you very much.
I'm Marjorie Maddox, and I'm going to read a poem that kind of is a partner poem to what Glenda read. This just came out recently in One Art, and it's called Winter 2026. The snow. All morning I've been shoveling it, stab, scoop, lift, hurl, almost the same motion as digging a plot deep and wide enough for a country, but not quite. Almost strenuous enough, breath stuck in the frigid air enough for the ultimate attack on 350 million hearts and their owners, trying to stab, scoop, lift, hurl some kind of sense into the brittle air. Now the side of the driveway has white walls 2 feet high, but the path to the house, a word no longer characterized anywhere as safe, remains a sheet of ice, the less dangerous kind, but still lethal. Nothing here is anything like okay. Stab, scoop, lift, hurl. Get out, but don't turn your back. Don't put the car in reverse. It is almost the same motion. Who's to say how a movement is interpreted in the cold? And then I'm going to read I don't know, maybe I should have stopped there. I'm going to read a kind of a love poem for Valentine's Day. It also could have been a moon poem. I thought afterwards, boy, this should have been the moon poem that I read when you had that theme. This is from my book, Hever Here. And it's called Apart Together, Pandemic Night Sky. As always, the elliptical orbit of you is no star-studded light show of me, just gravitational pull. Oh, I should have said this poem actually went to the moon. So it was with a series of poems that were sent on microfiche or whatever to the moon.
Start it again.
Okay, I'll start it again. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have interrupted myself.
Oh, no, it's okay. The moon does that. The moon does that to us.
Yeah. Apart together, pandemic night sky. As always, the elliptical orbit of you is no star-studded light show of me, just gravitational pull between wish you were here and here, blips in the night sky that sync our breathing. Which moon best mimics isolation? Of course, new moon moves in with ancient dirge, orbits absence while black backdrop of sky wanes and waxes, its slight punctuations of light, mere crescents of consistent inconsistency. Here, not here, gains meaning when gravity gives up its ghost to float us to sky. Gravity's loyalty to Earth abandoned for a close-up of moon and its unromantic glow of distance. There, to here. Still, memory holds us tight in intersecting orbits. Half a country away in the familiar patterns that light your face, light mine. You argue the skies are different, but really what matters is not the sky's design, but the reason we're looking. Gravitational pull still pulling. Despite the miles, lack of light, weather, terrain, pandemic, moon is still moon, no matter how many time our longing orbits separate states of being. You there, not here, defines lonely, but not always. Your here is mine when constellations connect, each sky enough alike to keep linked even disparate orbits. This is the way of the body's gravity. Blood pumps, bones grow, all because the moon motions look, follow the tides of light to love. Still here, ebbing across this unlit country of fear. Mark that on the map of here, now. So what if the overblown romance of moon burns cold? What we're viewing each night is sky that's more than a summary of stars, gravity, the give and take that keeps us each in orbit. Praise then to the orbit of us, to sky and light, to loyal moon and gravity, to each nightly map of home, of here. And I should have said that's a sestina. So, thank you.
Hello, is that me then? Hi there, I'm Roger. I tried to speak last time, but I was somewhere down the waiting list and they didn't actually get to me in time. So can you all hear me now?
We're very glad you're here.
It's nice to be here. I enjoyed it last time, but I was kind of waiting my turn and you ran out of time. So I got in early today. I was interested in what you were saying a minute ago, Sandy, that every poem is a love poem, because the first poem I'm going to read today is about a chicken. So if you want to take it as a love poem to a chicken, please feel free. It's called Garden Velociraptor. You think chickens would just get along. I'm a chicken, you're a chicken. We're all chickens together after all. We all watch the same sunset from the hen house roof. But not a bit of it. Nature is red in beak and claw. There's a reason we have the term pecking order, and it's never more obvious than when a chicken finds a snake. The excitement, the clucking, the flapping, something's clearly going down in Chicken Town, a contest, the thick biblical serpent or our scrawny feathered friend. My money's on the chicken, every time. The only question is which one will get it first, pushing and pecking and posturing until Gertie finally grabs it with her little mouth pincers and she's off, heading for the hills with the tail of the end-beaked snake flying behind her like a victory flag. Alone in a quiet corner, it looks like she's bitten off more than she can chew, the snake still sticking out, an unfinished cigar. But there's no teeth, no chewing here, just the glug, 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 as she gobbles inch by inch and it disappears down like a yard of ale in Freshers' Week. And you're left with the horror of realizing that snake was still alive and living and breathing when it went down. And now it's grinding in the gizzard with the grain and the grit. And you remember that Gertie's not far from a dinosaur, a little velociraptor running around the garden. I tiptoe past her to top up the feed. That is based on a true story about one of my chickens eating a snake, which was quite a sight to see. I'm going to read a different poem. Something else you were talking about, Sandy, was the weather. I'm here in the south of France at the moment. I'm from Scotland originally. I'm in the south of France. And my wife is from Ohio. And this poem is about weather. So see, go Midwest. Are you from Ohio, Marjorie? I thought you sums up there. This poem actually starts off in Ohio because I was in Ohio, particularly the area of northeastern Ohio near Chagrin Falls, which I know from Calvin and Hobbes cartoons. Bill Watterson's from there. And that's the inspiration for the start of this poem. It's called The Weather of Someone Else's Childhood. They say around here, there's two seasons, winter and construction. They have a feeling they say that everywhere. The ice-covered windshield or the overheated traffic jam, a few leaves falling or budding in between. This may or may not be true, but it's the way I picture it. It's the place that I remember, the endless summers, the snow-washed winters, the tree forts and the snow forts, the sun-colored creeks and the death-defying sledge rides. The days are just packed. Not my childhood, of course. This was someone else's, and someone else's country. But those memories are as real to me as my own. An imagined Midwest, sketched in the plains of Texas. A bygone youth brought to life in the comic cuts of a newspaper page. You don't need to be there. Sunset Song was written in Welland Garden City. Chris Guthrie's keening cries birthed in the monochrome mundanity of a suburban Newtown. Yet that landscape is more alive to me than anything, than the window I look out of now. Sometimes a fiction can be more real than reality. Ask me about the garden where I grew up, and I struggled. Ask me about the 100-acre wood, and I could draw you a map right now, show you the gloomy place and the floody place, and exactly where the woozle wasn't. I've walked around Illier-Cambrai. I've taken swans on the Germantes way. I've watched Loire's slow-flowing waters pass like lost time. But it wasn't as real to me as the words I read on a page, a fiction of a town, scrawled in the night from a cork-lined bedroom in Paris. In my mind, I've taken honey with Pooh, drank cider with Rosie, lived 100 childhoods in 100 lands, and no one can tell me they weren't real. Tell me those places don't exist. You can see them. They're right there on the page. Thank you. So that poem started off in the Midwest, kind of went to Scotland, England, and ended up in France, which is where I am now. The last poem I'm going to read is also set in France. I was climbing in the hills here in the south of France, and I came across a cave. And inside this cave, there was a man. There was a man living in the cave who was a monk who'd actually decided that he was going to give up his life and sit in this cave and devote himself to God, which I thought was a pretty interesting life choice in the 21st century. So this is a poem about him. It's called Troglodyte. I didn't expect to find a time traveler amongst the red rocks of Roquebrune, in a cranny in the cliffs, a hermit, crab cave shell, cocooning him from this world of chaos and care, an atavistic throwback to an earlier age, an age of prayers and piety and patronage. Can we still do this? Just give it all up? Just give ourselves to God? I mean, people talk about it, but to do it, to just sit on a hillside, sending our orisons out to the horizon, this self-denying endurance, gospel gazing into nothing as the tail lights of the artery lead away to Saint-Tropez, people living and breathing and dancing and dying. You can see the lights from here. And our congregation? Just the rocks and the starling-colored sky, the hexes of humanity left far behind. J'étais tordu, et j'ai cherché une droite aussi tordu que moi, he said. I'm twisted, and I was looking for a place as twisted as me. Well, for that, you should have stayed in the real world. Thank you.
Wow. First of all, Roger David Smith, I'm glad you came back. Come back again and again and again.
Thank you.
Want to hear more of those poems. Fantastic. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Merci, merci, merci. Woo! Marjorie Maddox, Moon poem, Sistina. Yeah, really. And of course, love poem. The love poem. Both love poems, actually, different kinds of love poems. And then quickly, first of all, here's the new bumper sticker, my friends, from Candy. Life is short. Write more poetry or write a poem. I can't remember what the second, that's a bumper sticker right there. But the other thing was your lyricism today. Your lyricism. This was not even your poem, but this is a first line to a poem, if I ever heard one. Here it is. My brother, the monk, said nothing could separate them. That's a first line right there to a poem. That's a terrific first line and terrific poems. Thank you to the three of you. We move along, my friends. Wow. Ron Bremer had to leave, so we're going to go Harvey Soss, Rose Boehm, and Mona Mehas. I'm moving you up from the waiting list to our final feature for the day. Take
Okay.
it away, my friends.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you loud
Okay.
and clear.
Well, brief plug for Artful Dodgers poetry. Our next monthly open mic will be this following Sunday. I think it's the 22nd, 2:30 New York time. I've posted an invitation in the chat. We've been doing it for about 8 years. We try and accommodate everyone who wants to read. Well, I guess there have been a lot of love poems and poems with themes of love, which obviously have to have some sort of, converse statement. So this is a poem called I Do Not Love the Tsetse Fly. Dear reader, if you prefer, as I do, that your sleep not too much resemble a death-like trance, avoid the tsetse fly, however you can. Run, hide, drape your four-poster in mosquito netting against its depredations. Dress Amish, even on the hottest of days, or Orthodox Jew and pretend to pray. The 13 tribes having survived for thousands of years by keeping those demon flies away. Keep a flamethrower at your bedside in the event that the Maginot line of your defenses is broken through. Better that your apartment go up in flames and be destroyed than you. Be the best host you can be, but never host the tsetse, bloodsuckers and motherfuckers whose drill we must dentistry will fuck you up. Shun them like they've broken some tenet of your religion. Abjure their presence in your airspace as England did that of the Luftwaffe. Don't be taken in by all the buzz around their air show. Tell them if I'd wanted the transmission of disease, I'd have ordered a ride share, a Lyft, or an Uber. Assure your daughters that these fellows are a no-no and shouldn't be invited to their sweet 16s. That you won't walk them down the aisle if they're marrying a tsetse. Of all the things in the world that may kill me, sharks, crocodiles, Chairman Z, I am most afraid of what I cannot see, disease carriers that view me as a carrier to land on, with the appearance of flesh-eating bacteria that can fly. I'd sooner die by my own hand than have one land on me. Harakiri preferable to the bite of a tsetse. Insect spray, save me from this least of God's creatures, something that all nations can agree upon, the benefits of exterminating wickedly bonsaiing tojos whose kiss, nothing like true love's, may result in African sleeping sickness. Smacked by his proboscis, you might lie down and never rise again. Trust me, Snow White's poisoned apple has nothing on these guys. Human African trypanosomosis shouldn't be high on your Christmas list. The creation of some gargoyle of a god, too stolid to love us, almost 100% fatal without medical attention. Rumor has it that Cain, retained as a consultant, recommended it for bumping off brothers and brethren. As for me, I will pledge my allegiance to AI if artificial intelligence will help me eliminate that fly also known as the tick-tick. Just the thought of it makes me sick. I've been in prison and I've been in business. Nothing scares me so much as one of those little suckers all puckered up and about to deliver its goodnight kiss. I had a second insect short poem, but I'll pass on it.
Hello, I am going to go with Glenda and Marjorie and start with, I'll have two, not too long. I start with a poem that was published in Alchemia, Elegy to a Poet. Your voice, silenced by a bullet from the gun of a masked murderer. Your heart, stopped by a bullet from the gun of a masked murderer. Your love, whisked away by a bullet from the gun of a masked murderer. The murderer praised by those supposed to keep you safe. In this upside-down world, you, poet, are smeared by lies. You, mothers, are to be cut down. You, lovers, to be reduced to dry corn husks. Wielding love and words as dangerous weapons will get you executed. Light snuffed out by the illiterate in these times of cruelty and death. And the other one is one of my odes. I have created a chapbook of odes. I suddenly got turned on to them. They're funny ones and serious ones. I read the serious one. Ode to Silence. You are the space between words, the weight of what was not said. You are what my father couldn't express, what my mother kept buried deep inside in her sadness. You are my offering on the altar of motherhood. You travel on the breath of my sleeping infant. You were the keeper of my scream when I couldn't love anymore. You are the reason I needed to pull that scarf tighter around my throat when I shivered, bouncing off the echo of your stilling the world, the silent isolation of ourselves. You are the answer to our prayers, the cartography of our ancestors. At first you invite contemplation, become the mirror of our shortcomings, allowing us to unsaddle our hubris. Listening to you long enough and yielding, we can grow beyond and join you in the moments between lightning and thunder. Thank you.
All right, I will read in the same tradition. This poem is going to be in an anthology. I think it's called Ice Out by Moonstone Press very soon. It is called Shots Heard Around the World. From New Year's Eve to the end of January. It's a dumb thing to do. Shoot a gun up into the air. The bullets got to come down somewhere. But ICE came uninvited to that New Year's Eve party. Itchy trigger finger and Heath, a U.S. citizen, lay dead in the parking lot. Two men named Luis met the same fate, one in Texas, the other in California. Their hearts gave out. Can you blame them? One 42, the other 68, and in the U.S. since 1993. Both Honduran immigrants looking for a better life, only to be met with cold cement cells and a lonely death. In the U.S. for 30 years, Geraldo was taken from the food line to his cell. ICE said they were trying to save him after attempting suicide. Family doesn't believe that. Neither does a witness who saw the handcuffs and the chokehold. Victor traveled to the U.S. from Nicaragua to help his mother. ICE said he killed himself. How would that help the woman who gave birth to him and who now grieves? Harady from Cambodia, grabbed near his home, needed help for drug addiction. ICE said he was getting treatment in Philadelphia. His family searched for days before summoned to his deathbed. What can I say about Renee that hasn't already been said? A poet and mother taken too soon, murdered by ICE in her own car in Minneapolis, labeled a domestic terrorist when all she did was protest. The excuse of suicide grows flimsy when yet another is labeled such. Heber's death is one of those, but the Mexican consulate has called for investigation into the matter. Why would a 34-year-old man take his own life? Mr. Rogers told us to look for the helpers. Alex was one of those. A VA hospital nurse. He'd stooped to help a woman knocked down by ICE. He was tackled, beaten, restrained, and shot dead. Miller called him a domestic terrorist. How many more has ICE murdered since I began this poem? Thank you.
Shall I go ahead? Yeah. This is a poem, a poem in a series of poems I've written on the myth of Arachne and Athena. This persona poem. So the way the moment I'm depicting here is the final face-off, and it's a VNL. Arachne and Athena. If you die in your dream, will you still wake up, Mom? Mom. No matter how fine the fabric, a weaver knows its holes. Late in my sleep you come, the owls hoot. Hear my anti-psalm. You startle me. Oh, why I cannot hear you in the stony calm with which you shriek and rip my body to small bones. Who are you fighting in your dream? Wake up, please, Mom. I say, you won the battle fair, yarn coiled around your arm, yet lost the war. You foolish girl, take it from me, the crown. My body twisted in a knot, the owl's hoot, indite the anti-psalm. Take my advice, humble yourself, and God's forgiveness be a balm. Your pride is righteous and misplaced. Foolish girl, what do you know? I'm scared, Mom. Please, wake up, Mom, Mom. What do I know of you who weaves, molds being into form? You do not speak, you show me who I am, a drone, a drone. You come to me in my sleep, while owls hoot an anti-psalm. Over the rafters hanging, a thread I barely see. I reach one arm, and then again, 8 flexible and nimble and piteously grown. If you die in your dream, will you still wake up? Mom, Mom. I'll come to you in your sleep, while owls hoot my anti-psalm. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mona. I want to just give a brief heads up. If any of you in the room are heading to Baltimore in a couple of weeks, I hope you'll join us for our live offsite reading in person. And we have 5 beautiful readers from Cultivating Voices that will be joining us live to read, along with Swim Every Day, Mom Egg Review, Whale Road Review, Nell, and then Perugia Press. There's 5 or 6 organizations will be hosting this offsite reading. Mona's going to be one of the readers for us, so I'm very grateful. And I think there's a couple of others of you in the room that are featured readers for that as well. Thank you for that poem. Villanelle. Oh, what a form. And let me go back and just say just a couple things about Kim. Jot down this note. Look, Harvey just nailed it. You know, I think we're long overdue for a poet's focus on insects. I think we should do one. I can think of some poets already that I know of some poets that would be perfect for it. So that's one thing. And Rose and her odes. Odes would be another good poet's focus. And those of you today, including Rose, writing those poems, Marjorie, everybody's been writing, Mona, the poems of to memorialize and bear witness to in Minneapolis with Renee Good. I'm reminded of that anthology. I'm reminded when an anthology comes out so quickly about an event that has grabbed us because of its horrific crime against humanity. And the last time I watched that happen with curation that quickly was and I'm sure it's happened sooner than this, but it was part of one that happened with the Pulse nightclub shootings in Orlando, Florida. your poems of witness are very, very important. And I appreciate those editors that also recognize that they also need to move from being in the open mics around the world to being in print around the world. So thanks for sharing those poems that that are creating a record of history through poetry, poetry as history. We've been talking about it all month. All right, we move to our next three on the open mic. Nathan Spoon, Stacy Dyson, and Catherine Fletcher. Thank you. Welcome to all three of you. And I'm looking forward to hearing your poems.
Hi, I'm Nathan Spoon, and I've got a new poetry book out that's available through Syracuse University Press. An autistic poet with ADHD, dyslexia, and some other cognitive disabilities. So the book is called The Importance of Being Feeble-Minded. It's an ironic and earnest title at the same time. And then have one poem to read, and this poem is called Bee Monster, and it first came out in Poetry Magazine for an October issue several years ago. Bee Monster. All mouth, out of orbit due to an insatiable need to be orbited. At some point, there are clouds or waves filled with the foul kelp of cornering questions. Like a black hole yeeting a star through space, it was real when Monster queried, "Why do you think you carry a small stack of books with you?" Out of orbit is perhaps a phantasmagoria of blankness. It was real when the foolishness I was meant to feel oozed from the kelp instead. What I carried out of my own need was innocuous enough. It felt how pages smelled as I turned them. Like Don Quixote made a helmet, I wanted to make the books, with their sturdy covers, a shield. I succeeded, almost. Almost, except an impulse rose as I walked starrily away from Monster. Almost, except it is impossible to protect what I was protecting indefinitely. Naivety that is ready to crumble does. When it crumbles, its pieces fall into a womb where the thing most feared gestates. All mouth, all hunger, all claw, all tooth, all stir of disorder, I now will be. Hidden and large, large, large as the thick-haired ocean of space. And thank you, everybody. I'll be at the conference in Baltimore that was referenced earlier, so feel free to look me up. I'm on social media, and then I have a website, which is just my name, nathanspoon.com. Thanks.
I think that is Stacy in the room still. I think maybe not.
I'm here.
Oh, you are? Okay. My apologies. Sometimes my list doesn't quite show me all the names. I'm glad you're here. I'd
Thank
love
you.
to hear your poem.
This is from a collection that I just dropped 2 weeks ago called Because the Sun Would Not Move. Darling, you're right. Do think you're fine. Crazy, sexy, intelligent, cool, and sugar sweet, a gentleman, a scholar. I imagine in your wake lie 1,000 satiated hearts and satisfied bodies. I am not that kind of girl. You're going to have to step to me different because loving me is a revolutionary act. I should not need to, but I'll save you some time. Let me tell you exactly who I am. I am the girl who stuffs music into her ears because the glittering burn of words tumbling along the strands and threads of my DNA often leaves no room for other sounds. Truth is an old faithful lover. Integrity is my BFF. You can't live with them always hanging out. You best get stepping now. I feel no need to, but let me tell you exactly who I am. I am the girl who breathes in flame, then breathes out poetry and falling stars. Never met a fantasy I couldn't completely enslave. To kiss me is to discover how the light in a sapphire tastes. To know how it feels to catch errant stars laughing between your fingers. Kiss me is to celebrate every woman who ever loved, never mind if it was at a loss. She loved and made herself a part of history. To love me, you must bring everything. Your wit, your sword, your sense, your shield, your strength. Be prepared to overthrow old patterns and awkward understandings, tired conventions and overfamiliar acknowledgments of what commitment should be. I don't need a dragon slayer. I got that shit. I need a dreams keeper. A man to handle my body can be found with any quick look and careless smile. Can you handle my visions as well as my bad dreams? I don't need you to understand me. I understand me. I don't need you to complete or save me. It's too late for that. My parents loved me enough to make me whole, and Jesus saved me when I was 12. Are you getting this? You're going to have to wrap your head around, your heart around, your life around the fact that I am not that kind of girl. The ones you're used to beguiling and being beguiled by. Bring your honor and your A game, sugar, and let's go warrior together. Change some worlds with our sharply defined, luscious, all that, and unique, ambitious, realized selves. Yeah. Shug, you should probably stretch first. Breathe deep. Because once I let you in, be in for the long haul. I am not another sweet, pleasant pastime. I am not capable of, impossible to be, just another comfortably satisfied heart and gratefully satiated body. Because loving me is a revolutionary act.
All right. Catherine Fletcher is next. And I'm going to come in and say just a couple things.
Hey, great to be with you all. There seems to be a little bit of an animal thread emerging, so I'm going to lean into that. There is also a very distant echo of Mona's Arachne. This is entangled. Misclocked, you falter from routine. The morning's news, your front porch cordoned by a sheet-sized snare of silken thread from boughs, eaves to railings. Woven zigzag center with talon-toed figure, waiting. Zipped inside, you shrink, possessed, grab broom to repel the spider, sever her spun obstacle. But the web's filaments glisten. Radials catch the dew. You study her tiger stripes as breeze ripples nimble architecture, and you pulse with the awe you've been trained to suppress, remembering how paper wasp snaps and crisscrossing snail trails once left you beguiled. How you used to rummage through every yard and buttercup-dotted lot, oblivious to bramble thorns or knee scrapes or the sunburn on your nose. How you pitched yourself into each afternoon, clambered up the old oak till you were cradled in her branches, entangled in wonder.
Well, everybody's just like hitting these poems out of the park today. I'm loving this reading. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, thank you, Catherine. Fantastic poem. And I'm thinking about what Stacy's poem. A lot of comments in the chat you know, because loving me is a revolutionary act. And also, writing a poem can be a tremendously revolutionary act as well. This is why I believe we write. I do believe we write to create change. And so I want to just bring those two things together, thinking about, you know, Nathan writing your poem. That's a revolutionary act. You know it, you named it, you said it. And oh, it's a perfect segue to the next reader. Again, a dear friend that I met here driving around Connecticut, reading some poems together. Mary's poems, your poems are revolutionary acts also. So let's hear your poem for today and welcome. Let me double check. Is Mary still in the room?
You know, she wanted to read, but perhaps she lost connection or something.
Yeah, okay.
I can't find her in the Zoom room, Sandy.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm trying to track. I'm
Yeah,
trying.
that was my last waiting list name for you today.
Okay. Oh my gosh. This is
That
never.
means, you know what, you didn't get to read your poem at the beginning of the month for the Poets Focus. I think everyone, we should hear from Sandy, the one that she didn't get a chance to read because we had such a long waiting list and not everybody got a turn at the beginning of the month. Do you remember? It was for the history theme.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you want to do
I
that?
got it. Sure, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll
Don't
do
you
it.
think, everybody, let's have Sandy close out the reading and then she'll make a few announcements and we're almost there. We have a few minutes
Almost
left
there.
here, everybody.
Yes. Okay. All right. Let me grab it quickly. You caught me a little.
Sometimes one or all three of us sign up to read and then we see how many people we are here and we just say, nah, we'll hold it for another occasion. And that was one of those times for Sandy. So she's going to get that open for us. Great to hear everybody today. Let's listen to one more good one.
So I think what I was probably gonna do, because I'm thinking about it a lot, I was either gonna do a Titanic poem or I was going to do a circus fire poem because they're both right out of the pages of history. And I probably was going to do a Titanic poem, but I grabbed the circus fire poem. So I'm going to read a circus fire poem for you. I have a new chapbook coming out in May. There's the cover, which has not really been released yet, called Fire at the Big Top. My father survived the Hartford Circus Fire of 1944. And so this is a poem about that experience. If you are a little afraid of clowns or circus fires, you might want to mute yourself. Right. Just saying, just saying. All right. Oh, Mary just arrived, Kim.
There's time. There's
Okay.
time.
All right. Okay.
Although if you'd like to ask her, maybe she's feeling anxious. Mary, are you in the room yet?
Just arrived.
Calling Mary, calling Mary.
I'm here. I got knocked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks
So
for
we have
muting
time,
me.
Sandy. Let's go ahead and hear Mary's poem and you wrap it up.
Okay, Mary. I don't know if you heard me say it, but I don't know if you had gotten bumped out, but you were like the perfect segue from this moment where we were talking about poetry as a revolutionary act, and I said, and we're going right to our next poet is one of those revolutionary acts.
Oh, we're
Uh-oh,
kind of,
I was gonna
yeah.
read like a silly Shakespearean
That's
sonnet.
all right.
That's
You read
great.
whatever you
That's
want.
great.
It doesn't matter. It's all good.
Well, okay, so this is because it was Valentine's Day, and I know everyone has such beautiful and very deep poems, and I feel like this doesn't belong here, but maybe it will leave us on a happy note. Canned romance still rocks. My Valentine forgot to send a card with frills and gooey prose, a stranger wrote. The teddy bear dressed like a lover's bard, complete with boots, a pinstripe overcoat. The dozen roses lush with morning dew that whisper words I long to hear each day, instead of savoring the ones that grew to form a florist's rare and prized bouquet. A heart that's filled with scrumptious chocolates, champagne that tickles like a happy thought. My husband shows his love by washing pots, a cup of tea, in moments laughter caught. And while his daily acts are coffee's cream, today I crave a jelly donut dream. So there's my silly poem to end this very serious and uplifting poetry session.
Well, you know, it was spectral. We had a wide range of poems, a wide range of poems. And I'm also just reminded that, yeah, I mean, we're just over the hill from Valentine's Day here in the States, that, you know, poetry is of the stuff of love. And really, like, as I said, every poem's a love poem. I feel like every day is ripe for love poetry. And I think the more that we share in poetry, really, the more we are sharing love, even if they're not love poems. That's my
So,
little soapbox.
so I just thought it would be fun to put a silly poem in a serious form to show that even in really serious times, we can find the joy somewhere.
Very important. Very important indeed. All right, that's Mary Keating, everybody. I'm going to see you one day soon. Yes. All right. So I will do this poem because we're doing it. The circus fire. And as I mentioned, if you're a little afraid of clowns or circus fires, you might want to mute. This poem was published in ABQ out of Albuquerque, and it's called The 10 Worst Fires in U.S. History. Imagine waking to a long anticipated summer deluge, early morning before no one else is awake, just you and a symphony of water making its music known. Now imagine it is the next day, only 80 years earlier, the morning thick with humidity and the sun rising, a throbbing like a toothache in the upper jaw. The grounds below not anticipating the afternoon scars of scorched earth, charred bones, human flesh sloughing off circus dwellers like candle wax. Now imagine, as you listen to the rain's welcome relief, that there is an 8-year-old boy waking to an entire day of what comes next. Except today reigns extraordinary. Today, the circus is in town, just down the street from the boy's house, doused in his father's alcohol. But he, the boy, doesn't really understand the difference between flammable and combustible, between alcohol and kerosene, between paraffin wax and candles, although both will coat the boy's childhood with an ominous smell. At 8, the boy is prone to bicycles and boomerangs, rare coins and postage stamps, common scrapes and burns. Now imagine you imagining all this because this long ago boy is your not so long gone father who asks a 9-year-old you if you've read anything about a circus fire as you sit devouring yet another book about disasters in the living room. This one about the 10 worst fires in U.S. history. And when you look up from the pages, wide-eyed, drunk with wonder, and blow a drawn-out, yeah, like an exaggerated kiss, he returns the volley with a flat, I was there, and walks away into the tempered dark. It will be well over a decade before you hear anything about the fire again, and even decades more before he shares the full story unprompted like penny candy, almost as if he loves the story coated in wax, ready to go up in smoke. For years, you know you will write this story, but you don't know what the story is. You don't know the boy or the girl eager to climb down each dangling rope from the ends of the high wire. Now the boy is dead 2 years. Now tomorrow, the 80th anniversary of the circus fire looms like burnt smoke over water. Now you are both the boy and the girl, and the only one left to tell this story. Now the rain has stopped its astonishing percussion. Now what remains? A clattering of invisible bird songs, the sun beginning its unabashed rise to burn. I should add that, thank you. I should add that that poem's also going to appear in an anthology coming out. We've been talking about anthologies of poems about Connecticut, coming from Grayson Books sometime later this year. So our poems about history are helping write history and creating records, as I said, for posterity. Very important. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here today, sharing your poems, your love poems. Every poem is a love poem, and every poem is a revolutionary act. Thanks to Stacy for that one. A lot of bumper stickers today and lots of good ideas for future programs. That's why it's called the Wild Card Open Mic, my friends. It's wild and anything can happen. And I'm really grateful that all these poems today here happened with each one of you from around the globe, real all the time zones. Oh, we're even for some of us, the future was before us, in hearing Candy's poem. So again, please do join us. I'm going to ask us to unmute and show our appreciation for all of our readers today. And please, let's do that. Just a little hoot and holler. Thank you, thank you,
Yay.
thank you. Yay. Hello, Kate Flaherty.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, thank you. Beautiful.
Bravo, everyone.
Such a
Bye.
wonderful
you.
reading. You're all
Thank
Really
you.
wonderful. You're
fantastic.
amazing
It was
poets.
great
Bye.
reading. Thank you.
Ilka, thank you. And
Wonderful.
everybody, want to just remind you, I'm going to have Kim come on for a moment because it's our last reading of the month. Can you give us a little preview of what we're about to experience in March, Kim?
I sure can, Sandy. Happy to do it. I was just putting some of that in the chat and I had a little slip of the finger. March 1st, that should say, not March 11th, everyone. Poets Focus. Next week is our little short break. First 3 Sundays of the month is when we're here. Poets Focus. The theme is wild, featuring Janet McFadden and Ann Spires, both who have new collections with the word wild in the title. And I think it'll be absolutely wonderful with that theme, and then an open mic. And then on March 8th, because we have the AWP Writers Conference kind of wrangling around with people's travel schedules, we are not doing we're not doing a new book showcase that day. We're doing, and it's also on March 8th, International Women's Day.
Sure is.
So Sandy and I will be together right here at my house in Virginia. heading up an International Women's Day open mic celebration. Women, get your poems ready. And it's going to be pretty fabulous.
Ooh, yeah.
And then we will come back to the new book showcase on March. Let me check my dates here. March 15th. And we are featuring, what a lineup. I'm going to put that in the chat. Our new book showcase for March will be the 15th, and we will have our own Mona Zamfirescu, Jean Griggs, Mildred K. Beria, and Marjorie Maddox, who is here to give us a preview today of her fabulous work. So all of our programs are online, Mary. All of our programs are online, unless it's like Sandy's going to the conference and we'll be doing an event off-site there, but all of our programs are online, just like this one today. So thanks, everyone. Peace, love, and poetry to you.
Thank you so much. That's Kim Ports Parsons. Thanks. I always know, because I'm not watching the chat as quickly as you are typing in it. I always know that when I ask you to come on and give us the preview, you like the second I say it, you had already put it in the chat practically. That always happens. That's because that's how good you are. Because that's how great you are. That's how great you are. I'm looking forward to being with you, of course, my dear sister, in Virginia. And again, a reminder, everyone, because we'll only see each other once before I head down to Baltimore. If you are at that AWP conference, please do feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to, or while we're at the conference, if you see me, please do stop. I really want to meet people that have been on Cultivating Voices. And yeah, I'd love to connect. And on that note of connecting, let me just say again my gratitude for all of you here today, being here in community with poetry, bringing the love of poetry and the poetry of love, the poetry of history, the poetry of witness to our program today here on our wild card open mic. I look forward to seeing you in the beginning of March. And until then, of course, take very good care of yourselves. Take exquisite care of your beloveds. Keep writing those remarkable poems. I'm Sandy Yannone for Cultivating Voices Live Poetry. We will see you next month.